Everyone, the million dollar question, and it's a question I'm getting asked every single day. What do I believe is going to happen to house prices after COVID-19 and when our new normality comes back into place? Well, and I suppose more importantly, what would I do if I was considering buying right now? So the price of houses is made up of two things, supply and demand. Okay. Now, this is the biggest shock to have happened this in our economy in all our living memory. So that it has to have an impact. It's certainly, I would see prices falling, but not significantly, but definitely an adjustment of sorts. Why? Well, obviously, there's going to be less people are going to be able to buy right now. They may have lost jobs or their income could be affected. Um, in times of uncertainty, people would put off making big decisions. And buying a home is probably one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make in your life. Then there'll be other people who could buy right now, but they're actually just waiting, they're hoping that the prices will fall and they're waiting for the perfect deal. Then on the other side, you're going to have people who are kind of been saving for the last number of years and they're sick of paying rent and they just want to get on with their life and they would now feel now is the time to buy. So obviously I don't have a crystal ball here. The balance between the people who decide that they want to do it now versus the people who are kind of going to wait will have a kind of a tipping point or will have the greater impact on demand. However, demand or the price is made up of both demand and supply. So before this even began, there was a shortage of houses. This hasn't changed. In fact, it's probably got worse from the supply point of view. There's probably obviously the new builds have stopped, and now when they're going to start again, they'll be probably slower to build with new work practice that are coming into place. Second-hand houses, well, there'll be less people who probably put their house on the market if they fear they won't get the price they want. Okay, so what would I do? If I was looking to buy now? Well, first thing I do is I would get the banks to say yes, because nobody is going to take an offer for a house, whether it be new or second-hand, if you can't prove that your finance is in order, because people don't want to waste their time. But once I've got that approval, I then just sit back and wait and watch, see what's happening in the market. The approvals would last for 6 months, so that gives you time. And then obviously if the right opportunity came my way, and I was sure of my income, then I would buy. Now, I'd qualify that slightly by saying that if my view on buying a property was short term, what I mean by that is if I was expecting to sell the house within the next 3 to 8 years, then I'd be more worried about getting the price wrong at this point. Well, if I'm taking a longer term view, as in I would see myself living in this home for over 10 years, the value of the property next year, if it was 30,000 less versus 30,000 more, doesn't really make much difference, other than you're going to feel better about yourself if your house is worth more money. But the need for it to be right isn't as strong. So the value of not paying rent becomes greater if you're taking a longer term view on buying a property. Okay. My own view again would be, if I was looking to get a bargain, my instinct would be that there's going to be likely to be more deals in the second-hand market, purely because anyone bringing a house onto the market right now probably is a motivated seller, whether it be a death in the family and its family looking for inheritance, or whether it be a couple that are going their separate ways and they need to move on. I don't think anyone who didn't have to sell, now obviously this isn't an exact science, but less people who don't have to sell are likely to put their house on the market right now. That being said, with new properties, the builders can control the supply a little bit, so they can impact the price that way. But if it was me looking to buy a new property, I wouldn't be afraid to ask for a discount. If he was looking for 350 and saying to him, well, listen, I can only get 340 for the bank, I would be basically chancing my arm to a point, but being prepared to walk away if he wasn't prepared to meet you somewhere, So that would be my own instinctive or my own thought process if I was looking to buy a property right now. For more information with regard to your own set of circumstances, you can contact me on johnc@moneysave.ie, or you can give me a call on 086 39 739, and I can advise you as how I would be thinking if I was in your set of circumstances. Thank you for listening.